What is the essence of the Austrian School of Economics and who were its main Austrian thinkers?
Karl Menger, of course, is generally regarded as the founder of the Austrian School of Economics in Vienna in the 19th century. He was in Austria in a period of great intellectual activity. A lot of intellectuals come from Austria in that time. He had a brilliant insight, and his brilliant insight was that all value is subjective. That's the subjective value theory, and that was a revolution at the time because we had the labor value, the labor theory of value, for instance, from Karl Marx and Ricardo. So this was something new, and he revolutionized the economic science by emphasizing this subjective element. So he wrote his book on subjective value, on capital, on interest, etc. However, at that time it was generally picked up and it was regarded as if all the knowledge the Austrian school had developed up till that time was more or less integrated into the mainstream economics. But some things changed after the Great Depression especially, and the Austrian school or the Austrian ideas, this brilliant insight, got extinct. And at that time it was Ludwig von Mises who was responsible for the revival of the Austrian School of Economics by especially writing his book Human Action. And he was also responsible for some disciples of his that generated more work, more intellectual activity, and more contributions to economic science that in turn has led today to a greater relevance of the Austrian School of Economics. The key difference between the Austrians and the other schools of thought is the subjective value theory. It means value is inside us. It's not intrinsical in physical objects. So it also implies that all prices, of course, for instance, originate from subjective valuations. It also means these valuations cannot be measured. So it has great implications for the methodology of economic science. How do you gain knowledge about these economic laws or these regularities we have in the world, in the economic world? And that's a big difference between other schools of thought who try to use mathematics, statistics, to see what will happen and see how these laws, economic laws, evolve over time. So we have two basic pillars, which first of all is a subjective value, a subjective theory of value versus, for instance, the labor theory of value of Marx, Ricardo, and other schools of thought, and also the methodology as a result. How can we gain knowledge when we're studying humans and humans have their own decisions, their own preferences, and they change opinions all the time? How can we still deduct these economic laws? And there's a big difference between the approach, for instance, the neoclassical school takes, which is more based on statistics, mathematics, assumptions which have nothing to do with reality, versus the more logical methodology of the Austrian School of Economics.